Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back, Heel Faction. Welcome to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Draven Grimes. Hope everybody's having a good time. We got an interesting episode for you guys today. We're going to do an analysis of what went wrong with Double or Nothing. We've also got 2 weeks of booking shit to give to you guys. And we've got a funny local story for our That's Heel Shit segment. Let's get to it. Alright, guys. Double or Nothing. What do you think, Draven?
Honestly, I think we spent $50 too much for those tickets to go see Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the highlight of the entire show was us walking out of the fucking theater. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Top to bottom, I did not enjoy a fucking thing on that pay-per-view except the TBS Championship match. That's the only thing I enjoyed. I mean, it's like I said on Weekend Wrestling this past week. It just felt like there were too many hands in the pot. And it felt like Tony just said, you know what? I don't give a fuck what y'all do. As long as y'all don't fuck up my main events. Go do whatever the hell you want to do.
True.
That's exactly how it felt to me.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on it?
Sincerely, I thought it was crazily overproduced. I thought every match seemed, well, I mean, that's the word for it. Overproduced, over-agented. There were way too many things that required perfect timing, and they didn't have perfect timing. So that's really what it comes down to for me.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, let's pitch some merch.
The merch.
HeelShitShop.com. HeelShitShop.com. Also, we're streaming on Streamlabs. You can go to our Streamlabs site to see merch and purchase it from there. Also, I'm going to put... One second. I'm going to put our Streamlabs link right here in the chat. That's how we do our super chats as well. You can go there, check out the merch, tip us, whatever you guys want to do. But HeelShipShop.com if you're not knowledgeable on the Streamlabs situation.
Speaking of the merch, guys, I need y'all to stay tuned to the end of this episode of HSP because we will be announcing our next monthly giveaway.
Absolutely. Also, this is our first live stream, guys. It's been a while coming. Excited to do it. If you could, drop us a like and a comment on this video. It really helps with the algorithm. As you can see down here, all social media at Heel Shit Podcast. We got Kick going on. We've got obviously YouTube and Rumble. We got Twitch. You can see the screen names up there for that. Just follow us everywhere, man. We're gonna be every fucking where. And that's about it. So let's get back into this.
Yeah. So I know we did like a match for match shit on basically on WIW,
Mm.
but I think it's important for us to go through each match and from a booker / promoter's point of view, kind of, in our opinions, say what was wrong with it.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and start with the pre-show. That 6-man tag between the Hardys, Hook, Ethan Page, and whoever the fuck he was teaming with, the Guns. Uh, First off, Jeff needs to calm the fuck down. He's getting up there in the ages. He's getting blown up way too easily. A lot of his signature shit is the high risk shit. And maybe he needs to take a note from Matt's playbook of toning shit down. I don't care if the Whisper in the Wind botch was planned or not. It just made him look like asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It was.
And I'm a huge Jeff Hardy fan. Huge.
Yeah,
And
no, you are.
it was almost, to me, it felt almost as sad to watch that match as when they had that match in TNA between him and Sting, where he had to call the audible like right there on the spot.
Yeah.
It almost felt that sad.
Yeah. Again, there was a whole lot of stuff going on in that match that was not necessary. A lot of the shit that Jeff did was not necessary. And I mean, I think I have this problem with every single match on the card, maybe save one or two, that it was just over choreographed. I mean, the entire fucking the entire thing. Like the Lucha Brothers. I don't know. I don't even remember the card. It was so bad.
I'm pulling it up now. Give me 1 second. But the thing about the Lucha Brothers is that's just the style that they're used to. That's the style they've worked in Mexico all these years.
No, I love the Lucha Brothers, but in a lot of times when they're mixed up or they're in tags with people that aren't luchadors,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like scrambled eggs.
It was completely scrambled eggs. I cannot disagree there. And I said that about a lot of the match. Like a lot of the matches just felt thrown together.
Yeah.
And it was to the point Tony just didn't care as long as the main events didn't get fucked up. Obviously, we did not watch the main events live. We were just that fed up with the pay per view at that point that we just left. But I got the card pulled up, so we're just gonna start from match one, work our way up to the main. This is actually one of the few matches I did enjoy. It was that over the top rope battle royal featuring Orange Cassidy
Yeah.
for his title. Again, it was overproduced as fuck. I will give you that. But given who was in that match, and given 90% of the choreographed shit is what they fucking know to do to get over
Mm-hmm.
with the crowd, I mean, that was just a setup for disaster. I'm surprised nobody got fucking hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, the right call was made, like we said the other day, for Orange Cassidy to go over. And I've said it a few times over the past couple months. I was not an Orange Cassidy fan. I shit on him every fucking time he came out. I didn't like the fucking gimmick. I didn't like the attitude. But it's really fucking grown on me in the past 6-7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, he's changed my fucking mind. It's hard to change my fucking mind about a worker once I got my fucking mindset on it.
Yeah, because the more you watch him, the more you realize he's got crazy technical ability. He is a real wrestler. He can do mat wrestling. He can do high flying.
It's like what was it, it was the 1st of April, like into March, 1st of April. We were talking about this off air, and you told me just go do some research on him, and I fucking did, and saw who he was before the Orange Cassidy gimmick and what he was doing before then. And I was like, fuck, I love this guy. He was part of the Ant Colony tag team in PWG, and I fucking love those guys.
I
So
got you.
big fucking props for you making me go and do some research instead of just going, I don't like fucking gimmicks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's what really drew me into Orange Cassidy is when I started seeing his matches and my daughter started loving it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he really speaks to the kids very well, and and yeah, I mean, his antics, I think he's good at drawing in young viewers because his antics are
Right.
comical, but he still pulls through everything. Like it's pretty good.
You're right. You're right. He's honestly, and we can debate this another time, but personally, since going back and doing all the research and with the knowledge I have now, I would dare say, you know, you can boot fucking Jungle Boy out the fucking four pillars and put Orange Cassidy there real fucking quick.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I guess we're done sucking on oranges for right now.
Suck on them oranges.
So the next match, which I was looking forward to, this is one of the storylines that I was adamant about fucking staying on top of. It was the unsanctioned match between Adam Cole, hold for it, Bay
Bye
versus
bye.
the Ocho Chris Jericho, with Sabu, and this says it's in Cole's corner. It was told he was a special enforcer. But I only saw that special enforcer for like 2.5 fucking minutes, whole match.
Right. Yeah, no, that was ridiculous. He was.
And I get it. He did it for the payoff, and it was his hometown and all that shit, and he didn't have to work hard. But there could have been another place you could have put Sabu if you were really wanting to use him.
Yeah, I mean,
But
he was so inconsequential. I don't know if he got hurt putting himself through that table. I mean, I guess that's a possibility, but
of course, I mean, fuck. How old is he now? He's at least in his 50s now.
oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, but this match, it did not live up to its hype. Um, especially once the chain and shit got pulled in. We'll get to that. But it just felt like there was too much miscommunication in this match. There was essentially two leaders, and there was no follower.
Mm.
Adam Cole wanted to do one thing. Jericho wanted to do one thing. It just felt really fucking off. And I've been saying it for a while now. Jericho he needs to wind down. I love fucking Jericho. I've loved Jericho since his Mexico shit, and when he got brought into the States with ECW, then WCW, WWE, all that shit. But he's not Chris Jericho. Fuck, he's not Chris Jericho 2017 anymore. No, he's starting to limit his bumps. He smart on him to work a little smarter.
Oh yeah.
But there comes a time where if you can't shift it into that pay-per-view gear and put on a fucking banger and it just looks like you're working another Dynamite match, you don't need to work pay-per-views. And then, like I said a while ago, when them bringing in the fucking chain and everybody getting fucking aggravated with it because it's not doing what they want to do, it felt like there was too much shit going on. It felt like basically they were just throwing shit to the wall to see what would stick. And the whole shit with Britt Baker coming out and getting her hits, cool. I'm okay with that. Saraya coming out and Britt basically getting beat up for that shit. Which, later on we found out was the build up for Dynamite's tag team match. But at the time, we didn't know that shit was going on.
Right.
It just felt like something else was thrown against the fucking wall. And explain this to me, because we brought it up with Rip on the show the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole was unlocked from his cuffs, but Jericho had to use fucking bolt cutters when the key was 5 foot from him.
That was fucking nuts. Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't see the original finish because of the chain not wanting to fucking cooperate with Adam Cole.
Right.
But Jesus Christ, there was another 16 fucking foot behind him he could have grabbed if he really wanted to fucking run that.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And don't take this the wrong way, but I feel calling the match off was the wrong call, because this was an unsanctioned match. This is something that AEW, quote unquote, did not have any liability on.
Mm-hmm.
So it should have went to a pinfall or a submission, regardless.
Regardless. If he was knocked out, he was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, Cole should have fucking just covered him and been done. Not keep fucking just wailing on
him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I definitely.
Very upsetting. I didn't even get a boom.
No, you didn't get the boom.
I didn't get the boom at the fucking entrance. I did not.
Nope.
Very upsetting.
Didn't even have that to look forward to.
Oh.
Boom.
Didn't get the boom.
So what you got next?
Next one. I want to go ahead and get this one out the way, just because we're probably not going to spend too much time on this, knowing what we know now. Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm.
Yeah. I was very disappointed on how they handled it while I was watching live.
Yes.
I definitely don't have as much heartburn about it now that we know that Jamie was legitimately hurt. And it makes sense to me to take the belt off her now so she doesn't have to work on anything except rehabbing until Wembley.
But it's like I said the other day. How many times have they let an AEW champion keep their belt and then just have an interim champion until the champion returns?
Yeah, but that would make sense if they're going to be on the cell for 6 months. But if she's just gone for, 2 months if she comes back at Wembley? I mean, it's a little bit different.
Well, it also rolls with that unspoken rule of how frequently you got to defend the championship.
Right.
That's very common knowledge among WWE fans, because that's how WWE rolls. But even then, if she had to go away, and let's say it was Toni Storm that won the interim championship, and then you go to Wembley Stadium and you have an undisputed women's championship match at Wembley Stadium. I mean, those are other ways to build it up. I think that would have been the best way. But hindsight is 2020 with this, because we didn't know shit about her injury that fucking night when we watched it. We thought it was just complete fucking garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, there was a lot of missteps. I think Della brought up that she ran into the post, or the turnbuckle, the uncovered turnbuckle, with really no push. Like, she just did it because it was supposed to happen. So that she had other things on her mind. I definitely wish her well. I definitely think she'll win the championship back.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
All right. Like I said, we weren't going to spend much time on that, knowing what we know now.
Right.
Next match. They got these all out of whack. I'm trying to remember. Fuck it, we'll do this one. Let's do the tag team championship match: FTR versus versus Jay Lethal and Jarrett, with Mark Briscoe as special ref. Your thoughts?
I think the worst performance in that match came from the referee. Mark Briscoe is not a referee.
That's very obvious. He's not a referee.
You would
You could
think
tell he was
that
uncomfortable.
you would think that a tag team specialist would know how to ref a tag team match, but I guess not. Um, he did pretty well. I'm not gonna.
I don't think that was I think the issue was, especially at the beginning of the match during that first pinfall scenario, he was just so into watching this that he forgot what he was supposed to do. I think that's what it was, because once he like got his stride going,
Mm,
he kind of kept up with it to a point.
yeah,
Even in the referee bump, which was expected but not expected.
right. Um,
And then the whole thing with Cash and the tag belt before the match started.
if you guys didn't catch that, they were supposed to hand over the tag belts to the ref at the beginning, right before the match started, and Cash was like, "He already took my belt," and it was around his fucking waist.
Dax like popped him in the back of his like, it's right there. Like it was just one of those feel good fuck up moments. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
no,
popped for
absolutely.
it.
I thought
This
the
was
match
one of
was.
the more. This was one of the more technically sound matches of the card.
Yeah, but there was some scramble eggs time right there.
Oh,
Sometimes,
there was scrambled eggs everywhere in this
yeah.
fucking show.
Um,
But considering how scrambled these eggs are, this one was like a Gordon Ramsay scrambled egg compared to my shitty ones.
I want to give a shout out to Karen Jarrett's plastic surgeons, though. They have figured out how to add chromosomes. They're fucking amazing.
But Karen Jarrett's the hottest woman in wrestling.
Fuck you, kid. Jesus Christ. Maybe Karen Jarrett 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Karen Jarrett
I mean,
now.
20 years ago, yes.
She was
Before
hot.
all the plastic surgery, she was good
Hot. But
looking.
god damn it, she looks like Bruce Jenner now.
Yeah, I do like the little separation of trust though between Jarrett and Lethal towards the end when Mark was trying to get in Lethal's fucking head some. I did enjoy that. So that's kind of plant the seed of what's going to happen in the next couple of months.
Mm.
But FTR goes over as they fucking should have. Aubrey ate a fucking guitar as she should have, even though she wasn't involved in the fucking match.
Mm-mm. Fuck.
She took that like a fucking champ though.
She did. She took Jade's finisher a couple weeks ago, or Taya's finisher a couple weeks ago, and now a guitar shot, man. She's.
Better watch it. We're gonna have her fucking in matches there.
Oh god, I hope not.
All right. Anyway, FTR goes over. It was scrambled eggs, but it was beautiful scrambled eggs. Next match. TBS title. Jade Cargill and Taya Valkyrie.
The best match on the card as far as I'm concerned.
Agreed.
It was, Jade brought out some moves she hasn't done before. They had a really good back and forth. They told a good story. Taya hit her finisher. Just couldn't pull out the 3 count. Lost to her finisher. The post match was what confused the fuck out of me, though.
Yes.
You just had the most difficult title defense of your life. And you're saying, let's have another match? And then your fucking management says, hell yeah, let's have another match. I mean, that's just asking for trouble. And you know what it is? It's they didn't want to make Jade look weak to lose to Chris Statlander. This was the way to get around that. Oh, but that was my second match of the night, blah, blah, blah. I hope they give Chris a legitimate title run. Because Jade held that shit for 50 title defenses.
Yeah. I want to know who produced that match, because my hat's off to you. It was the most logical sounding match of the night. My only issue, and this is just me nitpicking, is let's say, for example, who uses my finish too? Let's say back when I was using the Draven effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, for guys that don't know, it's basically a black hole slam. And I got put into a match with fucking Abyss. The story of that match should have been who could hit that finish first, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't it have made more sense for us to try to go for that more than just one or two times throughout the match?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's an argument for that.
I was kind of hoping that was the match that we were going to see between them two. Keep trying to go for the finish and just see who hits it first. But even though we didn't get that, it was still the best match on the card to me that we watched.
Yeah, I
like
gotta
we said
agree
earlier,
with that.
we didn't watch the last two matches because we were just fed up with it.
Yeah.
And had I watched Anarchy in the Arena, I would have left regardless. I'm sorry.
The superest of indie bullshit.
Yeah. We need to get that on a shirt. Super indie bullshit. Just like I'll figure out a font later. But I have it in my head.
All right.
Next match is for the TNT title, which is Wardlow and Christian Cage.
This was a fun match. There wasn't really any botches. There was just some face palming decision making in that match.
Yeah. First off, the turtleneck, because you hate that motherfucker with a passion. So anytime I'm around you from now on, I'm gonna wear a turtleneck to piss you off.
You can wear a turtleneck. Just have sleeves on that motherfucker.
No, it will be sleeveless. You're gonna see these big old guns.
I will not be seen with you in public if you're wearing a turtleneck with no sleeves. Sorry, dog.
Over there, fucking Chili's, just fucking like, put this jacket on. No. This match was. I want to say Arn put this match together, just because how it felt. Everything made sense, except for him biting the dude's thumb off. That's the only thing that didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And for a split second, I thought he really fucking did.
Yeah, I thought his finger came back with a layer of skin pulled off.
Yeah, because just how the tape and shit was put on it. That was fucking great. I think this was also the right call. Christian needs to be in these matches to help build these new guys up, these really green guys. And I think he did that. I think he did a phenomenal job of that.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs to lose the baggage that is the knockoff Road Warrior, Luchasaurus.
Well, I mean, I'm sure most of his job is to be a manager also. But I don't understand that whole scenario. Like, why Luchasaurus is his guy. Like, I never got it.
I don't either, especially after the whole Christian Jungle Boy thing, like, finished off. Like, you would think, even if Luchasaurus isn't going to get back with Jungle Boy, which was the most success Jungle Boy probably ever have, maybe could, you need, do what fucking Jeff Jarrett's doing, essentially. Help build guys up. You don't have to have this motherfucker carry you around.
Right.
And you said he's more in a managerial role, but correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen Christian work more matches than I've seen Luchasaurus work matches.
Yeah.
So who's managing who?
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point.
I don't know. But I think it was the right call. There's nothing but good shit for Wardlow in the next 5 to 6 years.
Oh, yeah.
He will be the AEW champion within the next 5 years, hands down. I kind of hope at some point we get another feud with MJF and him, because I feel we kind of got shorted on that match with him.
Yeah.
What fucking match? Well, that was That wasn't the one before. That was the November pay-per-view. So yeah. I don't know why I thought it was at Revolution. But anyway.
But yeah, no, fun match, good match. Swan dive off the top of the high ladder, stupid, but pulled it off.
It was an homage to Jeff. That's all it was.
Sure.
He probably went back there and was like, "Where's Jeff?" I don't know. You don't even know where the fuck he's at. Let's be real. All right, well, it's all downhill from here, my guy. Next match is the Trios Championship match under House of Black rules. House of Black versus the Acclaimed with Big Daddy ass Billy Gunn.
I was fine with this match. I mean, I'm as you know, a huge House of Black fan.
Oh, as am I.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fine.
I thought it went too long.
Yeah, but I mean, the Acclaimed are a legit tag team, you know, and Daddy Ass
Even
is
so, they're a legit tag team.
Yeah,
with Billy Gunn
yeah,
on their side. You have House of Black who constantly work as a 3-man team.
mm-hmm.
That's like putting let's like putting the Shield against who's a good fucking tag team from that era? Against New Day, Kofi and Xavier, and then they just plop one of their friends there instead of Big E.
Okay.
Like that dynamic just changes immensely when you're working as a tag team with a third person rather than as a 3-man unit.
Yeah.
I think it should cut about 5 minutes off. You could have still got a lot of your shit in that you needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And that fucking diss.
Dude.
Fucking diss towards Buddy.
Oh my god. I had to go back and find the lyrics to that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Mm.
Dude, they're gonna fucking run this shit on both companies. It don't fucking matter.
Cucked by a boy named Dominic.
Open that forbidden door.
You
watch
cucked.
that open the forbidden door for fucking Dominic and Buddy Matthews to work WrestleMania next year. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Jesus Christ. No, it would be insane. But god damn it. On worldwide pay-per-view, you got cucked by a boy named Dominic. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good shit. Good shit.
Not seeing that coming. The match itself, like I said, it could have ended a little sooner. It felt, again, overproduced. It almost seemed as if they were calling it in the ring as it went, but they didn't really have an idea of what they wanted to do.
Mm.
I mean, did you pick up on that, or was that just me just looking into it too much?
I mean, somewhat. I mean, there was some miscommunication in the match for sure. You know, it wasn't perfect by any means, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones, but it was still downhill from that latter match.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here. We're at the part where we walked out. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Because
I'm going to be honest. Other than the fucking highlights I saw on social media, I still have not gone back and watched either one of these.
I haven't either. So we got the Four Pillars match. I heard that got good reviews from the pundits, you know, whoever does reviews. But I don't know, man. There's just way too much going on. Way too many suicide dives. And to have Darby lose again to a headlock takeover, that's fucking disrespectful. That better be leading to something.
It probably is, but my issue with the Four Pillars match was we already knew who was going to win the moment it got fucking announced.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're not going to fucking drop that belt to fucking any one of them anytime fucking soon. Damn sure won't be fucking Jungle Boy.
And how
Sammy Guevara is probably about to take some time off anyway to be with his pregnant wife.
Mm-hmm.
And Darby Allin's made more fucking plans to go do fucking death-defying shit. I don't know if you heard about this, but I read it today. That motherfucker's planning on going to fucking Mount Everest and climbing that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so even then, they're not going to drop the belt either one of those three.
No, but they killed themselves. I mean, they could have ran that. They could have ran that shit for a while. Like they could have had at least a few of those back to back to kill. Because they want to. I'm sure they're gonna have MJF keep the title up until the bidding war of 2024, which I believe he. Hey, Andrew's there. What up, Andrew?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
He
Good
lives.
to see you.
I'm still waiting on my detonation kick video and my moonsault reverse DDT.
And
Where they at?
and my Rikishi driver.
And the Rikishi driver. Yeah. But no, going back to this. I think you're right to a point to where he will be champion at the bidding war 2024, but I think he's going to lose it and then gain it back. How he's going to lose it, I'm not sure. Who he's going to lose it to, I damn sure don't know.
Yeah.
Because really, I can't think of a babyface right now, singles wise, that deserves it. Because yes, Punk's coming back, but he's about to do his own fucking thing. He don't even need to be in the fucking title contention. Kenny's with the Bucks and Adam Page with that Elite versus BCC stuff. The same thing. BCC's in that fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, name me another legitimate singles main eventer that he could go with. I mean, we still need to have the blow off from MJF CM Punk. I mean, that's going to happen, but at this point, it's going to be fucking MJF going over on Punk. Because Punk's always done what's best for the fucking kids.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you fucking smart marks make.
All right. Well, that was that.
Headlock takeover. 1, 2, 3. The press conference afterwards with MJF was fucking hilarious.
That I did not see.
Oh my god, it'll be the best 14 minutes of your fucking life.
Oh, jeez.
Don't ask me to quote anything from it because I was too busy trying to get oxygen. But yeah, I would say it's better than his all out, or not his all out, his Revolution press conference when he was eating pickles. Better than that.
Wow.
Like he kills it on press conference. And then
yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
The main event. Oh. I mean, I could sum this up in fucking 3 words. That better been your DoorDash order.
No, my daughter.
Minor chord.
No, the other one.
Major chord. Got it.
Medium
Speaking
chord.
of which, we're going to talk. We're going to get a catch up on that subject from talking shit.
Yeah.
Get off here.
Yep.
Behind closed doors.
Yes, we are.
But like I said, I can sum this up in 3 words. Super indie. Bull. Shit.
Cha. Yeah, man. The all you had to see of that last match was the exploding super kick.
I did find a video, and it made me giggle. You remember? You remember the video game F-Zero that was on like Super Nintendo and 64? It had the Captain Falcon character. Okay. So when he went over to Smash Brothers, he had the Falcon Punch and the Falcon Kick. I found somebody that took the Falcon Kick audio and placed it over the fucking exploding super kick. It made it work for me. Like considering how the Young Bucks and fucking Omega are like video game nerds, the fact they didn't even try to reference that kind of pisses me off now.
Yeah, no, that was that would have been funny. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I gotta go back and find it and send it to you. But the match itself, I didn't give a fuck about because I knew what was coming.
Right.
I don't like hardcore shit. I don't like deathmatch shit. if it was going to be, 4-on-4, we're just going to beat the shit out of each other, that's fine. But the moment I started seeing super kicks explode, I would have been fucking done. I think the end of the match with Don Callis and Shibata, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh,
I think,
Takeshita?
yeah, that guy. Oh, why did I say Shibata?
I don't know.
I was watching him earlier. Anyway, yeah. I think a lot of people saw that coming. I don't think it was really a swerve in the sense of what they wanted.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on BCC going over against the Elite? 'Cause this felt like a blow-off match. It felt like it was going to be the end of this shit.
Yeah, I don't see it being the end by any means. Because I heard, I guess, part of the press conference with Kenny Omega saying he's got some friends that can come even things up. And I think he was referring to one of his Japanese wrestler buddies.
Talking about Kota Ibushi?
Yeah.
Possibly.
But yeah.
Or they could be bringing in Tamatanga.
You know where I see this match going? Blood and guts.
Oh, I'm finally going to get a blood and guts cage match. Yeah, but at this point, even if it goes to blood and guts, I don't even know if I would really care.
Oh, I would. I mean, it's still crazy motherfuckers in a steel cage.
I don't know. It's just something about the indie bullshit that I can't get over. And yes, I've heard it 1,000 fucking times, but you're an independent wrestler. I get that, but do you see me fucking doing stupid slippy shit?
Right.
There's a right way to fucking do independent wrestling, and there's a wrong way. And if you're doing shit to pop the boys in the back instead of popping fans, you're not fucking doing your job.
100%. 100. Well, I think we kind of beat that into the ground.
Yes, let's never bring that shit up again.
We're going to come back with booking shit, but first, here's a word from Castel Vodka.
Vodka evolved. Castel. Indulge in the red revolution.
Thank you, Castel Vodka, for sponsoring the podcast. Yo, this is sweet, man. I got this set up. I can cut into the commercials live like this. Like, I don't even have to edit this motherfucker.
Goddamn.
But cut the first few seconds off and probably the last couple seconds, and that'll be done.
Oh, yeah. So are we going to get a live stream of you destroying the previous model of HSP hardware?
No, because Minor Cordz wants it. She doesn't have a computer right now. So I'm gonna.
Does she have a phone?
Yeah, but she wants.
She has a computer in her hand.
No. It's not the same. Not the same to play Robux on whatever the fuck it is.
What?
Roblox? I don't fucking know. It's a video game.
I don't either.
That and Minecraft. What the hell?
Oh my god, no.
I think Roblox is the big one that she plays. I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Listen, if she's gonna be playing Minecraft, just do that computer a favor and go put it out of its misery.
Nah.
It's not worth it.
Well, that's too bad. All right. Let's get into booking shit. If you guys haven't been watching or listening, of course you have. But if you haven't been, what we've been doing is back a few weeks, we had our own WWE draft. We both picked 10 people, and then other than those 10 people, we kept the current Raw and SmackDown rosters. I drafted for Raw, Draven drafted for SmackDown. And
A show.
Yeah, I guess it really is. So we booked through 2 pay-per-views thus far. We did the 4 weeks and the pay-per-view for Backlash, the 4 weeks and the pay-per-view for Night of Champions. We're going to do 2 weeks following Night of Champions, and next week we'll probably have another week or 2, and then we'll have the pay-per-view. So, since Raw is up first, now if you'll remember, we just had Dom and Dexter Loomis, and he pulled out the weapon and gave Dom a scar. Remember this?
Look at this scar, man.
Yeah, so Dom opens the show. Well, all of Judgment Day, but Dom opens the show, and he's talking all kinds of shit about having the new scar, and he's the bad boy. And all of a sudden, Loomis comes up from under the stage behind them. Comes up, they all scatter. They agree to have a match later. So, the first match, we got Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. We got, even though Judgment Day interfered, Drew gets the win. Drew grabs the mic, said he's working his way through the Judgment Day one at a time. So he's coming after every one of them. Match 2, we got Rhea Ripley squashing Dana Brooke. Match 3, we have Cody and Bronson Reed, with Cody going over clean.
How many crossroads did he hit?
It took about 7 this time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crossroads City, bitch.
Crossroads City. Or as Taz would say, Crossroads Jones. It's Crossroad Jones in the house. Alright, let's see. What do we got next? And then the main event is Loomis versus Dom. Loomis picks up the clean win, and the show goes over.
Okay. So, let me give my little recap from Night of Champions. If people ain't watching this, if you ain't watching this, what the hell are you doing with your lives? So, the fallout from Night of Champions, the matches when Big E went over Baron Corbin in match 2 that they've had. The newly reformed Evolution, consisting of Randy Orton, Cameron Grimes, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler were in the tag team tournament to name a number 1 contenders, and they went over. LA Knight won the Intercontinental Championship from Walter, because apparently Gunther's on Raw somehow. Killer Cross did a debut attack against the local jobber, and Randy Orton became the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship by beating Seth Rollins via a punt kick.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now Seth Rollins is out with a concussion,
Okay.
minimum 4 weeks.
Nice.
Yes. So, SmackDown opens up with an Evolution in-ring promo. Randy heckles Seth Rollins, knowing he's not clear to compete, not in the building. You know how that shit usually goes. Afterwards, he gets in Roode's and Ziggler's faces, basically tell him that failure is not an option while in Evolution, and you will bring home the tag team gold. And then he addresses the newest member of Evolution, Cameron Grimes, who is set to work a one-on-one match for the Money in the Bank qualifying matches, which will be happening over the next 3 weeks. Same thing. Tell them failure is not an option. Bring the beat briefcase home. And then he addresses Brock Lesnar, saying if Brock Lesnar has any balls, he will show up next week. Otherwise, he's just a little pansy. Blah, blah, blah. So we go straight into match 1 with Cameron Grimes going against Big E. Mine uses Money in the Bank qualifying. So the way mine are going to go is 6 people's going to qualify. And out of those 6 people, only 3 of them will actually move to the actual match. So quarterfinals, semifinals, final, basically. Cameron Grimes goes over Big E. Baron Corbin interferes, costing Big E his match. So we're going to continue that up some.
Mm-hmm.
Match 2, we have Asuka versus our women's champion Bailey. Asuka gets the win over Bailey, which, mind you, Asuka is still the number one contender, but we're saving that for pay-per-view.
I like it.
Segment 2, and I need you to say it with me. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has a backstage promo saying that the IC championship is just the start and that he is Money in the Bank, signifying that he wants to be in the Money in the Bank running. Walter interrupts him backstage and demands a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. LA Knight says, "You got it, just not tonight," and walks off. So we had William Regal make that match for next week.
Gotcha.
Double whammy, though, that will also be a Money in the Bank qualifying match, as well as an Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay.
So match 3, we have another Money in the Bank qualifying. We have Pete Dunne versus Baron Corbin. Pete Dunne goes over because Big E interfered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So match 4 is the SmackDown debut of Killer Cross
Okay.
as he faces SmackDown's number 1 announcer. We have Funaki returning.
Seriously, Funaki.
Funaki. 30 seconds, hit the straight jacket choke in a match. Does nothing, walks out.
Oh, seriously, Funaki.
Match 5, which is your main event, is a 6-man tag, Evolution, which is Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode, facing Schism, which is Joe Gacy and the Grizzled Young Vets. Of course, Evolution goes over. And that ends week 1, post-Night of Champions.
Okay. So week 2's Raw. We open the show with Drew McIntyre and Dexter Lumis versus Dom and Damian Priest. Interference behind the ref's back causes Dom and Priest to win. Match number 2, we got Braun Breaker versus Gargano. Braun takes it easily. Backstage, Ripley is shit-talking Drew and Lumis and all the women division. Liv walks by, and Ripley just attacks her, setting up the next match. Ripley versus Liv. Fun, hard-fought, semi-hardcore match. Ripley does wind up taking it. And then to end this week's Raw, Roman Reigns makes his first appearance. He gets in the ring for a promo. He's pissed off that Cody's getting so much shine, and he's like, "I'm after you this time." And the show goes off.
You forgot the most important part of a Roman Reigns promo.
We the ones?
Acknowledge him.
Yeah, he's not my chief. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
But he's your champion.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So week 2 of SmackDown. We're going to open up with another Evolution promo, but it's just going to be Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode talking shit about Sami Owens. Fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Sami and Kevin show up on SmackDown.
Okay.
Have a classic back and forth between the two. And challenges Evolution to a 6-man tag. So that Randy can get some ring time in.
Okay.
Who is Sami and Kevin Owens' partner? They'll find out at the main event.
Okay.
So going into match 1, we have another Money in the Bank qualifying match. We have Sheamus taking on the Hurt Business's Montez Ford. Montez goes over, goes to the next round of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Match 2 is a women's match, which we have Lacey Evans versus Ava Raine of Schism. Ava Raine picks up the victory. Match 3 is another Money in the Bank qualifier, as well as an Intercontinental Championship match. We have Walter versus, say it with me, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Of course, LA Knight goes through. He retains his championship and goes to Money in the Bank round. Match 4 is a no disqualification match as well as a Money in the Bank qualifying match. We have Big E versus Baron Corbin. Rubber match. Baron Corbin goes over after putting him through a table. And the main event of SmackDown this week is Evolution, which is Randy Orton, Robert Roode, and Dolph Ziggler with Cameron Grimes in his corner.
Okay.
Versus Sami Zayn, make sure I got it right, Kevin Owens, and the LWO member Santos Escobar with the LWO at ringside.
Okay.
Goes into a no contest when everybody starts beating the fuck out of each other. Brock Lesnar's music hits the ring, suplexes everybody, don't matter who the fuck it is. Randy runs like a little bitch. Brock stands tall, holding the title over his head. SmackDown ends.
Running, bitch, running. Very nice. Well, there was the 2 weeks after Night of Champions leading up to Money in the Bank. And coming up next, we have That's Heel Shit. But let's hear a word from podbean.com.
Are you interested in starting a podcast? Who isn't? Do you know how to get started? Nobody does. But you know who can help? Podbean.com. Podbean is the #1 podcast hosting site on the planet. I gotta tell you, without Podbean, we wouldn't have grown nearly as quickly as we have. They make it so simple. Sign up for an account, you pick your hosting plan, right there on your dashboard. You can apply to all the different podcast outlets. Apple, Spotify, Google, you name it. And then when you upload your podcast to Podbean, they distribute it to all the outlets. One upload, all the action. The dashboard has all the stats. You can track your podcast. And because they want to help new podcasters out so much, they're offering our fans 1 free month of podcast hosting to get you started. All you gotta do is use our affiliate code. The link is in the description and it's right here, podbean.com/HSP1 for a month of free hosting to get you started. Don't wait. You got nothing to lose. Show us your creativity. Go to Podbean, use our link, get a free month, and enjoy creating. Back to the show.
Thank you, Podbean, for trying to help out our listeners with a free month of hosting. All right. That's heel shit. For those of you who don't know, this segment is real world scenario that's heel shit. Heel shit in the wild, we'll say. So, for those of you who may not live in the North Florida area, today was statewide Boaters Skip Day. So essentially, if you got a boat, you just played hooky today. There were thousands of boats on the river from people skipping work. First of all, if you skipped work today, that's heel shit. But if you are my employees, today would be National or Boaters Skip Day, and Monday would be a job fair at my fucking office, and that's heel shit too.
Rude. God, I didn't even know. Like, it's kind of gotten ridiculous. Every day is its own fucking holiday at this point.
Right. I mean, they had a nice day to boat, I guess. That's one way to look at it.
But, some of us have responsibilities and can't, just haul ass.
Yeah. How fucked up would that be? Let's say that you work somewhere in 5 or 10 of your staff like boating. And in Florida, that's potentially that's possible. So
Right.
you've got a chunk of your you got a chunk of your work staff off playing hooky for boating.
Yeah.
Like that could fuck your entire day up, and prep for next week. I mean, for an employer, that's a problem.
Yeah, it was, especially if you work in a job like I do, where it's people rely on other people to help them do normal everyday activities that me and you would take for granted.
Right.
So yeah, if y'all did that, yeah, y'all fuck y'all. That's not heel shit. That's petty shit. Fuck
Yeah. No, that's fucked up.
Now, if y'all work from fucking home or some shit like that, and it's just like answering phone calls all day, that's
Of
one thing.
course.
Yeah, take one day off. Fuck it.
Yeah.
If you're a healthcare provider or you're an essential employee, EMS, police, shit like that. Yeah, that's petty shit. Fuck y'all. Do your job. We had to do our job.
That's right. Fuck your fun, bastards.
Have fun on your days off. That's why they give you days off.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right. Now, I can't imagine all these people legitimately called in sick or legitimately put out for this day, because there's no way they would let multiple people be off for Boaters Day. So some of these motherfuckers just had to call in sick at the last second, probably, and leave y'all in the lurch.
Yeah. And for the motherfuckers that did have to call in today because they were legitimately ill or injured or a family member passed or some shit like that, you kind of fucked up, those people's fucking call outs. The ones that were legitimately having an issue to call out instead of just going, getting on a boat and getting drunk.
Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, yeah, if you took the day off, that's heel shit, but you'd be coming back to a temp employee, that's heel shit too. So,
Double whammy.
well, that was a great time, man. This was our first live stream. All the equipment worked. I'm watching it live on the other screen. Everything worked. How fucking about that, man? How about that?
So, would you identify yourself as a mark right now since you're watching yourself as you do this?
I've been a mark for myself way before now.
You heard it here first. We heard it here first.
Dude, some of those moves, you just gotta, some of my offense, you just gotta watch over and over and over and over.
That's different if we're going back and reviewing to see what we can improve on. I'm talking about you sitting there watching yourself live while doing this shit.
Well, no, I
You
gotta
fucking
make sure it works. This
yeah.
is for testing purposes.
This is for business purposes, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? Fuck you. I don't have to explain myself. for Draven Grimes and Dark Cordz, thank you for watching Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. We'll see you next time. Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to fucking explain yourself to me.